Hey everyone, I'm RadioactivFly, and this is a Minecraft video, and this is episode 8 of Monarch of Madness. Now, the audio did not record properly when I did this, when I was actually recording this, and I backed up the map, but I can't, redo it and fake not knowing what happens. It would just be, fake like a voiceover anyway, so this is a voiceover made after the actual video. So right now I'm just arranging my inventory a bit. I had actually gone in there and placed a few torches, actually, but then died, and then I came back, got all my stuff, and came out here, then realized I wasn't recording, and started recording. But, yeah, so for those of you who don't know, previously I was, let's see, I had wondered why that skeleton had spawned, whether that button spawned it or something, because it just fell out of the air, but yeah, so I was in this room full of mobs. I was dying a lot. It was not fun. And then this is when I realized the buttons were just for decoration, like I said earlier. I am so sorry about the audio problem. What happened was I think I plugged in my microphone after I opened Fraps, which is a no-no because the sound will not be recorded. Just like this sound was almost, well, not almost, this sound was not recorded. And I was surprised at this point that these mobs were there because I had placed torches around that spawner. The skeletons were shooting at me. I'll kind of pretend that I haven't already seen all this, but pretty much now I just fight mobs and watch them die and, get cornered by a skeleton, get that zombie's gonna whack me and stuff. I'm not very good at fighting mobs, as you can probably tell from my most recent Farland Survival episode. Oh yeah, I get more viewers on this series than any others, than any other of my series, probably because it's the longest running of my series. I've been doing this one for the longest. It is the first series I started. So yeah, if you please watch my Farland Survival. What it is I take I use the Better Generation mod to generate a beta map, and in that beta map I can, it's a world that has the Farlands, the original Farlands, where at like 12.5 million blocks out the world would start generating weird and lagging, and I at this point didn't know why the skeleton wasn't there, but it fell off the side. And it was pretty stupid of me to go in here with as low health as I had, but I had full hunger, so yeah, so Farlands. And I did that, and now it's not that laggy in 1.4.5, because it's not the Farlands yet. The Farlands in 1.4.5 are at 30 million blocks out. It's still 12.5 million blocks out, so gravel is weird, the way it falls is weird. Here I was wondering, should I break these spawners or not? Because, and that's when I decided I'm going to break them. Because you're not supposed to break blocks in this map, but I think spawners are not, they're exempt from that. I'm going to break spawners. I don't care what anyone thinks, I'm going to break spawners. That's when I was getting out my sword, and then another skeleton spawned, and I was thinking, I am so stupid, I let that skeleton spawn, I'm going to die. And that was the final straw. I'm mining these spawners. And then, yeah, so the spawners were no more. That zombie was no more, and the chest is right behind there. I was wondering where the chest was. That's what this is. Those torches, I placed those there when I, pretty much just zerg rushed this place, placing torches and stuff. And I died, and I came back and I got the stuff, so all is good. But there's the lever of awesomeness and leverism. Leverism, is that a word? I guess it's a word. It's a word for this episode. My audio malfunction episode. Yeah. And you maybe noticed that I'm wearing a Santa Herobrine skin, and that's for the holiday season, Santa Herobrine. Like normal Herobrine, only the Santa version. And that is the second time this episode that I ate, voice crack, that I ate rotten flesh and didn't get poisoned or whatever. Brick wall. And then reading these, wow, congrats on passing the test of this library. You truly deserve the title of Monarch of Badness. After all, unless you died and the sound just speaking to no one in particular, in that case, well, too bad. Now, assuming you're alive, use this pick to break the bricks and then use the ladders to climb the main pillar. Yes, that one. Even further up, I've got a big surprise for you there. Hope you're ready. That's what it says. And, I guess at this point I'm still reading it. I must have read it slowly. I'm gonna use the that stuff there to make up for some of the levels I lost when I was dying a lot. I was sort of going on a dying spree in episode 7. It was a big failure, episode 7. But yeah. Apparently there were signs on there, like what was it, condemned because of rats or something like that. You'll see about that later. It was something in the... I wasn't sure whether or not I had been in the courtroom, but I guess I had because there was a gate open. But the courtroom has a bunch of things that are like, court files. It's really kind of freaky, where the Monarch goes crazy with power and, bad things happen and stuff like that. Tree out of order. I got a kick out of that. Tree out of order and it's made of wool. Yeah. Okay. So what was I doing at this point? I was trying to find how to get into the main area and take that main pillar up. This is the abandoned town. It's all abandoned because of rats and stuff, except for that building that's rat-free since 1935. And this other one, this was shut down due to rats and everything. So everything here was shut down due to rats with, if you saw the Madness episode, the one that's called Truly Madness, that one, yeah, there was madness. And I just, for some reason, felt like climbing that, or was that later? I don't know. That must have been later when I climbed that thing, when I was looking for the roller coaster. If you don't know about the roller coaster, then you'll know about it eventually. And this was where I advertised my my Farland Survival series. Please watch it. I have 5 episodes as of right now. You can go ahead and skip 1 and 2 entirely. You can watch the first part of episode 1, and then I have an annotation there that'll say, okay, now is where you should skip to 3 because I ended up restarting. I didn't get terrain I liked, so I restarted. And this is just an area, an observation level. Didn't feel like doing it right then, although I wasn't like, I had time. Yeah, I didn't like the terrain I got. It was boring. So in episode 3, I restarted, and this is where I raged about that trapdoor and how it wouldn't let me go up, which I find really annoying. Trapdoors like that. Okay, congratulations to myself. 50 years, I'm still clever as a fox. Or would I say sly? It matters not because you, me, have passed a giant test designed to make you mad. Rediscover this wonderful feeling. Now, what is the next logical step? Total destruction of the castle, of course. It's also the last step, I'm afraid. This was fun. Fun, I hope. Now I'm on my way to sleep. Don't forget to blow everything up for me. So in that chest right there are, tons of griefing supplies. I don't know. Oh, that's another saddle right there. Tons of griefing supplies. You got TNT. You got lava. And this is where you put the leather and stuff. I believe I got up to a grand total of 45 or something. Let's see, 39 plus 10 is 49. Then I found, like, a few more pieces of leather, and I counted that towards my grand total. So 49 for now. But later on, that gets increased because, yeah. And then the diamond room. Did I go in there yet? That's the twist. No, it's not a diamond room. But I was omitting one of the most important details. If you want your adventure to end here, proceed through the door in front of you. Destroy the castle as planned. However, if you are still feeling up to the task, go through the door. Okay, yeah, well, I guess I didn't get to read the rest of that, but I'm going through the door just to see what it would say if I wanted to quit. And these are credits. Reveille, who built it. Friends, who supported the map maker. Darko Hexar. Or otherwise known as the Forgotten, who, did the story and all that stuff. By the way, I know you watch my videos. Great map. It was a load of fun, but I'm not done yet. I'm doing I shouldn't say that yet. Gonna wait for that to come up in the video. I am doing the other thing that was mentioned, and I'm not taking any of that TNT right now. I promise when I'm done with the whole series, I will blow the crap out of this place, but not yet. So this says, there's a task far greater than burning down this place entirely. If you looked around during your trials, you might have noticed the condemned area of the once cheery roller coaster we had. It used to be a great ride for kids and adults alike, but not anymore. After you killed everyone in this castle, proved by the files in the courtroom, someone got in the way. A ghostly man named Bogmire came back from his grave and destroyed the roller coaster tracks by summoning hellish contraptions through it. It was said he was jealous of my grand palace, and so he started copying it for himself. Blasphemy, I tell you. Know what that means? This castle is somewhere in hell, intact. That cannot be. Forget bringing down this one. That fool shall not stand another day. I have no idea if he has finished this project by now, but be careful. He was one of the first men you killed. He has a grudge against you. It makes him all the more dangerous. Be careful. Okay, so what this is saying is there's another castle just like this one in the Nether. And I have to go beat that one. It's like this map repeated over again, only in the Nether. So I'm going to go do that. I'm not going to blow this place up yet. I'm going to blow it up when the whole thing is over. Believe me, this place will be blown up. Trust me. But, yeah. Not at the very moment. So, this is just me heading back out into the town. And I searched for that roller coaster a bit because I thought it would just be in the abandoned area. But it's not. It's in a different corner. First, I investigate the courthouse. Yeah. And then I noticed that gate was open. So I thought I could have been in there. But maybe the map makers left it open. I don't know. And then I was looking at these, wondering, have I seen these yet? And that was the one that was all, like, you know, glitched out and everything. Over 983. I don't, to hell with it. I need, whatever. And I think wasn't there one that was so, like, it had lines that were messed up? I would if you're watching this, creator, I would very much, like to know how those maps are made. With those, like, I mean, is it something about editing the value of the tile entity of the map or whatever, if it has a tile entity? I don't know if maps have tile entities, but is it about editing the file of the map or actually generating an all sand world or all sand area far, far away, making a map there and replacing those blocks with water or lapis blocks? Because that would be tedious. Or if you just use MC Edit. But how do you do it? Do you edit the map or do you edit the terrain and generate a map? I think it's probably editing the map, but I don't know. And like the idiot I am right here, I felt like climbing this thing. I fall off a lot because I suck at parkour like that. You'd know that if you watched the first episode. It's called Parkour Failure. There's going to be Did I not fall? I fell off. There's going to be parkour failure if it's called Parkour Failure. And there was parkour failure in the first episode. Very accurate. And I fell off again. I suck at parkour. I really do. So, yeah. Episode 8 of Monarch of Madness. So, after the Nether thing is done, I will make an entire episode that is just a compilation of clips of me blowing stuff up. I'm gonna, you know, I might use creative to fly around. It's going to be a bunch of clips put together. You're not going to watch me walk around getting to the next place I'm going to blow up, you know, but I'm going to go to some of the areas that gave me the most trouble. I am going to eventually beat the, the 12 jumps to success. I'm going to beat that. I must beat the 12 jumps to success. That parkour thing I kept failing on at the beginning that killed me. I'm going to beat that, then I'm going to blow it up. Yeah. So then right here, it's dangerous to stay alone, so take this. You realize you're careful with items, blah, blah, blah. So I saw the sword, I saw the helmet, and I don't know, did I already have a helmet? I don't know. Might have already had pants. I already had fish. I just counted that as 5. What was it? It's 49 plus 5 is 54. Yeah. So I just counted it as 54 right there, because I could have gotten rid of something and taken it, but I didn't. And I'm not going to take the powered rail. I didn't think that would help me on the thing. And by the way, if you didn't catch it earlier, I'm talking in past tense because I have to do a voiceover of this because the audio didn't record, which sucked. It sucked a lot. I was just so bummed when I watch each of my videos, you know, just a quick run through to make sure everything was all right before I upload them. And when I heard that this one didn't have any audio, Oh, it was. Oh man, it didn't have any audio. I was so bummed. I was like, no, how could this be possible? And then, yeah, the piston holding a piston holding a piston and stuff, yeah. And the pistons are not actually being held up. There's just some redstone torches behind them that's holding them up. Although if you made them go off, like turn off in the right order, they would be pushing each other up, like that. Like if you made the top one turn off, then the middle one turn off, then the bottom turn up, they would go ch-ch-ch. I don't know if it would work like that going up, though. And then now I'm just wandering around, finding... There it is. That's it. That's the roller coaster. I'm going to use my pickaxedness to break the blocks. The iron pickaxe of whatever. So yeah, condemned. Upchuck Unicorn roller coaster. What type of a name of a roller coaster is Upchuck Unicorn? Upchuck makes perfect sense, not unicorn. Unicorn doesn't make any sense at all. Those are tickets. I didn't take one. It's just inventory clutter. Welcome to Upchuck Uniform Beta. The cart track, despite once being a creation of both leisure and relaxation, has now been abducted by hell. See, should you believe in such an otherworldly realm? It goes against your beliefs. Just pretend some massive obsidian gates came from oblivion, destroyed the track in the way that almost guarantees death to those who ride it. Oh well, have fun and don't let the gas bite. So yes, the nether. It is most certainly the nether. Track is for amateur, highly fire resistant, and I suspected something. I was not going to go on that one. And then the hardcore track is the one I'm going to be taking. And, yeah. And right there, it said no need to wait for others to come back or to go. And I was like, okay, this has got to be a trick. So, and it said set to hard. I knocked that in there, and a ghast spawns. Isn't that just... Yeah, I knew it was a trap the whole time. I'm not an idiot, creator. I may seem like it, but I'm not an idiot. And that was when I just put away some... Did I keep the map? Oh. I kept the map. Or no, was that the map that I got at the beginning? Yeah, it was the map I got at the beginning. Now I'm just putting away some useless stuff that I won't need in the nether. You know, stuff that's not food. I mean, that Silk Touch hoe might be useful at some point. It's got Silk Touch. I might as well keep it. And then I take the minecart. It's just go to peaceful, so I go to peaceful. And I leave it on peaceful until the end of the video, I think. I should have. It's to avoid being shot up by ghasts when I actually get to the nether. And then I thought this was the nether portal I'd be taking, but the track just goes around it a lot. It's not the right nether portal. And I had never noticed this track out here before. I noticed that little area of books with all the TNT that blows up and stuff, but not the track. I never noticed it. But it actually goes out of here and into this weird looking room. I was like, what when I first saw this. Insert 25 cents. I'm like, screw that. Ooh. And then I fall. Did that track up there even go anywhere? I don't know. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to die in that fire, but I didn't die in the fire. Don't worry. Took a little bit of damage there. Don't know why. But I didn't bite the dust. See what I did there? Just tried to avoid a rhyme, because I don't like to rhyme. For some reason, minecarts always glitch on me. Sometimes they like go like back and forth in a weird throbbing thing where the sound is really messed up. The sound effect that minecarts have down 1.4 is really messed up. It's like it sounds really weird. And this right here is something that... But over there, there's a button I push, and it'll actually open up a way to get here through the multiplayer spawn lobby. Which... I hear note blocks up there. Probably something I did earlier or something. So yeah, this will get me through here, through the multiplayer spawn lobby. So that if I die and I end up spawning back up on the roof of that area and having to jump down and everything, I can just go into the multiplayer spawn lobby, come here, and go into that nether portal. And right now I don't see where the entrance is. Maybe it's just a nether portal near the multiplayer spawn lobby that goes to the same nether portal as this one, if it's in the same chunk or whatever. This had to have been created with MC Edit. But if you're using MC Edit, you don't even need Obsidian, I don't think. So yeah, I was a bit weirded out right here because it's snow and ice. Snow and ice in the nether. And snow and ice are not normally supposed to be in the nether. And that's what this is saying. What were we expecting? An insanely hot realm full of lava? Hell no, that stuff's dangerous. So yeah. And there it is. That looks very much like the Madness Castle, but it is not. It's the Nether Madness Castle. It's what's-his-name's castle, and that's the void down there. So yeah. And I think this thing right here is explaining that, you know, if you die. Yeah, that's right. Blah, 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 blah. Copyright, blah, 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 whatever. Twilight Steeple. So that is the Twilight Steeple. It's not the Madness Castle. It's the Twilight Steeple. And I can see the regular nether out there to the left. Yeah. Real good job concealing it. Great job. I can still see it, but that doesn't matter. So, yeah, in here, I'm not going to sleep on those beds. I'm not an idiot like that. They're going to blow up. That's why this entire area is obsidian. Armor and weapons. The armor's a joke. It gives you shovels. It gives you leather foot things. It gives you helmets that are pumpkins. And these are all bad potions. You know, cookie. I took the cookie because it might be useful. Everything else, not so much. Not very useful. So I head on through here, and this is explaining, you know, you're going to die here. Underneath that water, if you fall more than a few blocks into that water, you will fall into the void and die. Oh, the maze. I'm not going to be looking forward to that. You'll see what I mean pretty soon. And I went back here for some reason. I don't know why I went back here. I was going to look in that chest. That was it. And this is where I saw the TNT there. It's not going to fall into water and not blow up. That TNT is totally legit. And there's a bunch of bad stuff in there. I didn't take any this time. And this is where I see the riddle. So the first one says it wouldn't lie no matter what happened. The second one is defective. I think it blows up. You know, it's a big riddle. And I still haven't figured out which one doesn't blow up. But, so, I haven't figured, maybe they all blow up. Maybe that's the point. I don't know. Map creator. Please spoil it. Please tell me which one doesn't blow up. I pressed 6 and it blew up. You'll see that pretty soon. I pressed 6 and 6 blew up. I don't know which one doesn't blow up, but I at least can assume that one of them doesn't blow up. But I continue looking at these for a while, and it blows up. I get far enough away. But I do fall down onto a little stretch of obsidian, and I have no way of getting back up and no blocks to build up. So I actually go into creative mode just to fly up out of that little hole, because I'm not going to jump into the void just because I don't have enough blocks to build my way up to get out of a little hole. I think the map creator said that if you fall into a hole you can't get out of, you can break a block nearby to get out. But if you fall into a hole that you really can't get out of, I think that using creative mode to fly out is alright. I am not going to lose sleep over using creative mode there. I don't consider that cheating. So this is where I step on 6. I hear the TNT. I get away and hope that the TNT doesn't blow up. That TNT right there. And there's a big gaping hole, and I can see repeaters connected to where most of those would be, but I don't know which one wasn't rigged with explosives. That's where I see that obsidian, and I try to parkour onto it. I fail epically because parkour is not my thing. Snowballs everywhere, and this is where I realize I can't do anything, so I go into too many items and creative mode my way out of it. I am so bad. I am so bad. I used creative mode. I'm evil. I'm a bad person. And yeah, this is annoying, where you just have to right-click on these minecarts, get into the minecarts, keep on right-clicking around until you get to the other end. Minecarts. Click. There we go. It was like it was trying to get me to face away from where the minecart is. It was annoying. Get in there. Nah. And you know, the audio recording might be a bit off because I had to click one and then the other. Because, I mean, I don't have any fancy video editing software. I mean, all I really have is Windows Live Movie Maker, which sucks, by the way. It won't let you do a real voiceover real time. You have to record it separately and put them both in. And I had to press the record audio and play video buttons separately, so maybe they will be. I don't know. Maybe it won't be off because this is getting synced up with the actual video. But I'm talking to a video that is a bit late. I pressed the audio recording button first, so my audio is going to be a bit late when you see it because I'm talking to a late video, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And this was just annoying because it was spinning me around in circles. I got out of the minecart for a moment there, but now I'm just spinning around even more, right-clicking. There we go. I got on it, and then that one was easy. And then I at least assume there's TNT under there, so I stay away from the pressure plates because this nether one, this is the hardcore place. This is the place where you will die. There's no avoiding death here. And this is the 33 jumps to failure. It's parkour. I suck at parkour. I didn't do it because this is even more deadly than the other one. And it's even harder to get back here. But it says there's a button hidden somewhere down in the sewers. For a moment, I thought I had to do the parkour. I was terrified. But no. I just have to go down this little ladder staircase thing. And, interesting method that'll let you just run down there without taking any damage. Really quite interesting. And this talks about how it's just one layer of water. It says you have to, press space immediately when you go in. No jumping, no diving, otherwise you will die, no exceptions. So, yeah. I try that out where I just walk in and press space bar. So that happens. Then I do something where, I go underneath. Just walks out right back there. So, yeah. And this is where I go into the water and start bobbing around. Wow, it must have... that maze out there, I almost pooped my pants when I saw that. Right there. I have to go through that, navigate it. So this is where I kind of start my outro. I say, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and thumbs down. Just leave a comment saying why you did. So, yeah, I'm